Hello, my name is Hilmar Vegar Pétursson. I am the CEO of CCP. So, Dust. Dust is our first-person shooter for consoles, and something that we've been working on now for the past 3 years. One of the more interesting things about it is that it is connected to EVE.Online, the PC massively multiplayer online game. So when you're fighting in Dust, you really are determining the outcome of territorial control in EVE.Online. You're basically fighting over dominance for the planets that currently are in EVE. Because it's fighting on the planets of EVE, then it's a part of that universe. So all the players will effectively be playing in the same universe, even though like you're down on a planet and the other ones are up in space. So all the effects which are caused in Dust will cause effects in EVE and vice versa. So it is one shared persistent universe. The idea is a little bit to capture the people that are interested in the EVE.Online universe and the EVE.Online idea, but don't necessarily want to play the PC MMO, which is, we rather would want to add that different experience into the mix rather than change the PC MMO, because there's a lot of people that love playing that. Well, there are 50,000 planets in EVE, and not all of them are inhabitable. Some of them are large gas giants, and you wouldn't really be able to walk there if you were a human. So obviously, most of the fighting takes place on planets which have sort of normal gravity to them, and that's a certain number of planets. Then there are a certain number of planets in the IP which are not inhabited. Some are inhabited. So when you are fighting over something that's obviously something that's populated and have some infrastructure. So that is something we're now currently sort of tuning inside the EVE.Online universe, what planets have those parameters and where you can fight on them. And that's something that we'll be releasing next year in EVE. So we don't really have concrete maps of where you will be able to fight, but that's something we will be able to see sort of as EVE upgrades its sort of planets and other celestial objects throughout next year. We're mainly focused on our social networking website called Cosmos. So both EVE players and Dust players will be able to sort of interact together through Cosmos. I don't think there makes a lot of sense for them to be interacting in real time while you are fighting on the planet and flying in space. But there's certainly going to be a lot of communications involving planning and preparation and sort of the political spectrum of EVE. But we see that more and more moving over to Cosmos, our social networking website, and that is our basic strategy to facilitate communications between the two camps. I can tell you it's going to be more than 16 and less than 265. We have a quite ambitious vision for how we will sort of explain Dust to the EVE player base at Farmers. Maybe.